Well, hi, I'm Alan.
And I'm Stick.
You know, a lot of people have been saying our newfound fame has gone right to our heads, and we're making meals that are just too extravagant.
So this week we're going back to basics. We're going to make a stir fry that's both cheap and easy.
Not only that, but there are just so many ways you can make stir fries, they never get old.
Enjoy!
Hi, I'm Alan.
I'm Stick.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're going to talk about making a honey-glazed chicken stir-fry.
Stir fries are very simple because it's one of those recipes where you can use up a lot of old vegetables that you don't need. And they're really quick to make.
Yeah, so we're going to start off by cutting up these chicken breasts. And you want them into small pieces so that they cook quickly and so that you don't have to cut them. You don't really want, after you've served the stir fry, you don't want to have to then also use a knife. So it should be bite-sized pieces.
And what is that, a pound of chicken?
Sure.
It worked out to be about a pound, I think. They were a bit small to begin with, the breasts that we bought, so it was a little hard to measure.
Yeah,
I think they were pre-halved.
Yeah,
or something, but look at that stangly one at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never...
They clearly found that chicken at the bottom of the coop. Oh, yeah, and this is kind of fatty chicken. Which
it isn't fatty chicken.
Why do you defend the chicken?
You weren't there when you were cooking it.
You're right, Stick. I wasn't there. How could I understand?
It wasn't that fatty. It wasn't the best chicken, but it was decent for a stir fry. This doesn't have to be premium grade chicken. It just has to be leftover chicken, any cheap chicken, whatever kind of chicken you want to chop up, make quick.
Stick, we're not opening a Taco Bell here.
So, all right. So we have all these ingredients here. We have some orange juice, honey, vinegar, soy sauce, and I've forgotten it the second time. Cornstarch. So we're adding 2 tablespoons of orange juice. And 3 tablespoons of vinegar, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So, Chris, would you like to ask me about that fancy glass bottle?
Hey, what is that bottle that's so fancy there?
So, that is oh boy, what is that? That is honey that I got at a Wisconsin farmer's market. And it's actually solid honey, so it's not a liquid. And you can see we scooped it out and put it on that plate over there. So that was pretty cool.
That was a tablespoon and a half of soy sauce.
Low sodium.
No, don't recommend using that kind of honey. It was delicious, but it was a pain in the ass to get out of that jar.
And this is, Chris, did you take our cornstarch?
I might have.
Yeah, for those of you who aren't familiar with cornstarch, this is about a decade's worth of cornstarch. And
we had to buy an entire new barrel of it because Chris took ours.
Oh. I don't know if I did yet. I haven't checked.
And I think that was...
Where did it go? Did it disappear?
What was that? Like?
Did Dave take it?
I don't know. Maybe you took it because you took all of his PlayStation games.
I gave them back.
Maybe he took it because you broke his knife. Does anyone know how much cornstarch we used?
It looked like 2 teaspoons.
And we used 3 tablespoons of honey. And so you're then going to mix that up.
It doesn't have to be too mixed. Well, I mean, it's got to be. It's going to be a little lumpy because of the honey, but once you heat that up with the stir fry, it'll get nice and saucy.
If you use liquid honey, then it won't be this hard to stir up. So we're going to take a pan, Put a little olive oil on it, and then we're going to use frozen mixed vegetables. So, these come in all different varieties, whichever ones you happen to like.
Oh, what was the name of the one we bought?
It was Mexican Medley, I think.
Oh, that's right.
And you're basically just going to need to heat this up. Then we're going to, after that's been heated up, we're going to take that out, and we're going to use the same pan for the chicken.
Sprinkled gingerly.
We put a little too much olive oil in, and we didn't want to hurt ourselves by splashing all the chicken in.
How would you put the chicken in, Chris? Consult us.
Well, I'd use a little more force than if I were using herbe de Provence.
Chris, did I tell you someone on the internet was making fun of us from the way we pronounced herbes de Provence?
Oh, who was it?
Some guy on the diplomacy forums.
Also, we'd also like to thank all of the chess players who have become so engrossed in our videos.
That's true. Well, first of all, if you notice that pan off in the back left, that's rice. We recommend starting that at the beginning of this episode. But yeah, so we abbreviate 3 Guys, 1 Dinner, 3G, 1D, and I guess people thought that was a chess reference, and we have a ton of chess followers on Twitter. So that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, so thank you to all the chess players who like cooking.
Or
easily misled.
You will note that that's not a legal chess move. But to get back to what we're actually doing here, you're going to want to cook the chicken fully before you put the sauce in. You're then going to heat the sauce so that it boils down a little bit, and then right before you're ready, put it all back together and stir it up. And at this point, you don't need to cook it much longer because everything's cooked, and it's just to make sure everything's equal warmth and to serve it.
If you don't have the chicken cooked when you put the sauce in, there's a danger that you'll boil off the sauce before the chicken's actually cooked.
Exactly. And we didn't do it this time, but we would recommend flavoring the chicken with a little salt or pepper before you pour the sauce in.
Don't pour the salt in.
Don't pour salt in. So this is the final recipe with the rice, and it came out really good. It was easy to make, and it was only $7, which is $3.50 per person. So, thank you for watching. Hi, I'm Alan.
I'm eating, but my name is Nick.
Damn it!
Why?
I don't know why you can't just use that.
I don't know why you can't just not eat right at the only moment where you have to speak.
A cooking show? What are you doing?
This is a very short intro. I'm just not going to talk this episode.
Oh, we didn't say how much rice they should use.
They don't have rice. They're lucky we even mentioned it.
What's that underneath it? Figure it out.
You're gonna have to eat it to find out.
The end. Good night.